How's it going everyone? Unretired here, and today I'm going to show you a Battlemage build. So this build entitles Soldier and Arcanist, and most of our points will be put into Arcanist and a couple points into Soldier as well. So I'm not going to spend too much time on showing you everything, just what's most important. So stats wise, I went to about 70-88 physique, 383 cunning, and I have about 1088 spirit. This is with no gear. Obviously devotions might come into play regarding this as well. Now skill points, right? So basis of the build is that you need to put max points into soldier, so you get the stat points, and maximum into arcanist as well. So for arcanist, you will be going obviously max Callidor's Tempest, because this is going to be your main skill. So this is a Callidor's Tempest build, alright? So it's built around Aether damage and fire damage. So we'll be doing Callidor's Tempest maxed, Inferno to the max as well, maxed out Inner Focus, and I am also maxed out Reckless Power. Just put 1 into Iskandra's Elemental Exchange, 1 Overload, 7 to Elemental Balance, 1 Mirror of Area Octis, max Maven's Sphere of Protection. Even though they did nerf it, with the additional skills into it, it's well worth the effort of putting all those points in. 1 point into Conversion, and I just put 1 point into Arcane Will, Mental Alacrity, and 1 point into Fabric of Reality. So this build is pretty simple. It's built around kiting. So you're gonna kite as many mobs as possible, pack them up together, and you're gonna be doing your skill, right? You're not doing it very fast now. That's because I don't have my gear on. So anyways, soldier, max points. I did go 9 out of 10 military conditioning because I do have some extra points from gear to put that will affect these skills. 1 point into fighting spirit, 1 into blitz, 10 out of 12 for Warcry. Very important as well for the build. You're gonna get as many mobs as possible. You're gonna use your Warcry as often as possible as well. 10 out of 12 field command, 1 into squad tactics, 1 decorated soldier, and 1 into scars of battle. Now for devotion, this is pretty straight up, very easy to do. I didn't really remove the points out of the crossroads for this because I'm always experimenting on the devotion portion. But for this is I'll show you this one here. So I put 1 point into the health, orange one. So that's the keep forgetting the order. This one is the chaos, and 1 point into the Eldritch. So anyways, let's see here. So I maxed out Lion, I maxed out Imp, maxed out Turquoise, maxed out Viper, the Eel, Panther, maxed out Solemn Watcher, maxed out Widow, and afterwards I just put some points here and there. So I put a point into Dryad for the resistance, 1 point into Scales of Ukama with the health and energy, and 1 point into the Obelisk of Menhir. Now they increases armor by 7%. Now this affects every piece of gear that has armor on you, so it's 7% more per piece of gear that you have. It doesn't say it, but that's what it is. What's so specific about this build? Well, Imp is pretty good. Aether Fire, Spirit, Aether Resistance, Fire again, and this is 100% chance on attack, not on being attacked, but on attacking. All right. Some people might get confused when I actually say these things. Viper Spirit, 10% chance absorbed from enemy spells. That's bad. Vitality resistance. So a lot of them will have vitality resistance, or will boost health and overall damage. The 15% to all damage is incredibly good, especially for this build since you're packing all the mobs together. Turtle, very good as well for the defensive ability and the health portion. Turtle Shell, very good as well. It protective barrier forms around you when you're below 40% of health. Pretty good. I didn't put any points into here. Oh yeah, Hawk. Totally forgot about Hawk right here. It was just mostly so I can get the completion constellation bonus, but it was worth it because it does have the plus 8% crit. More crit you do, more damage that you do, more chance that you're gonna proc your skills with this build. The Widow Aether damage, you can see Aether damage, resistances, more Aether damage, and Arcane Bomb, which is 25% chance on attack. So the Arcane Bomb takes about 1 second to arm. It is pretty good, especially when all the mobs are together. They just start blowing up. Really good. Fillers for Eel and for Panther, obviously to get the completion bonus for the build, for the devotion build. I did go max tree, very good, 5% health, 20 regen per second, 8% health, 30 the def, another 4% health, and I have healing rain, which I don't know why wasn't assigned for some reason, but anyways, I must have taken it off at one point. So that's pretty much it. That's it's pretty easy build to do. There's nothing spectacular about it. It just helps you all around when you're fighting your mobs and farming. For the build, it's very important that you have the Agravix Malice relic. If you don't have it yourself, or you have been lucky getting a drop, just put in a trade request in the forums or on the Steam forums, and I'm pretty sure someone will be more than willing to help you out on it. I have gotten this relic from a person in Grim Dawn from the Steam forums. Very helpful on my friends list now, so kudos to you. Thanks for helping me out on that. So the granted skill is called Agravix Malice. So it harnesses the fear of Agravix, creating swirling bursts of Aether and Chaos energy around you, which just adds to the amount of damage the build does with Callidor's Tempest. So as you can see here, 2696 Aether damage, and the Chaos is 575 to 1336 Chaos damage. Completion bonus is complete shit, unfortunately, but that's fine. Try to get these gears if you can. A very good amulet would be the Peerless Eye of Baranath, more so because it gives +1 to all skills, plus the 12%. I got 12% crit damage on this one. It can be lower, it could be higher. I got a pretty good roll on this one. I have 2 bands of Eternal Hunt, as you can see, and it gives me +2 to Alexra's Flash Freeze and +2 to Callidor's Tempest. So that's +4. For Headpiece, one of the best in slot headpieces. There is another one, however, it hasn't dropped for me. So +3 to the Warcry, +1 to Callidor's Tempest, +1 to all skills in Arcanist. Granted skills, I don't know, to be debated if it's good or not for this build, but the stats on it are pretty good, so we're gonna want it. Important to get a Warp Fire. If you don't have a Warp Fire one hand, unfortunately it's a dagger, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish this was a sword instead, but anyways. So this Warfire, 100% chance on critical hit, that which is the skill of the weapon. Very good. Minuses the resistances, gives Aether damage. Really good, I love it. And make sure to put a Wrath Stone on it to get the Aether Aura, which is very important as well, so you can do additional Aether damage. Now, if you don't have a Warp Fire, I do recommend trying to get a Mind Warp. Mind Warp. If you can't get that, then unfortunately try to get something that's at least damage based, like magical damage based, as much as possible. I do have Clairvoyance Mantle which is very good for the all damage, Aether damage as well. I have another, which is Clairvoyance Robe, and I added the Chains of All Around for the plus damage, all damage as well, because when you do have your Maven Sphere of Protection, if we go back here, as you can see, your total damage modified by 9%. So we're kind of mitigating that 9% by adding plus all damage to our gear. So I have these two, so I get a 2-set bonus, 60% Aether damage plus 60% Chaos damage. I have the Badge of Mastery, very good, like best in slot for any class. Phantom Thread Girdle, a Tome of Arcane Wastes. Try to get that if possible. Trade and whatnot. The 31% to all damage, which is the roll I got in this one, super good. +1 to all skills. The crit, elemental damage. I can't go without it. I love it. I have the Wraith Walkers for this build. Not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure there could be something better, but for the build, it's pretty good. If you reach, would suggest that you get this. If you can't, then try something a bit more tankier. Now, if there's anything that I would have changed for the builds, I would have put more points into physique instead of spirit, but it's really up to you on how you want to play this Battlemage version. So we have a total, if we go look at our skills with the pluses, so 7, 7, 13, 7, 18, 7, 18, 17 into Devastation. I love that skill as well. So we have 7, 7, 7, 21 for Inner Focus, and for Soldier, it added like 2 points for each, 12, 3 to 12, 3 to 8, 3 to 8, 11 to 10, and 15 out of 12. So enough of the blabbering. I'm pretty sure you're wondering how the build actually goes. So let's go to Interior Rift here. Alright. So we just go in and you try to get as many mobs as possible. And as you can see, we have this one here. I mean, it's not really an issue on if we're going to beat it or not. Okay, let's try to get as many mobs as possible. Come on, let's go. And you can just keep going on. We'll just do that for a little bit. Oh, this guy didn't die. Probably didn't get touched by it. That's alright though. Alright. We can do our Aether. Amazing skill for the build as well. I mean, this is ultimate, and look at how fast these guys are going down. Especially when you proc all the skills. This build is pretty good. I would say it's more of a farm. It is a really good farming build. You just pack up all the mobs if you want. There you go. Just give you another example. And as you can see, you just do this. You don't even need to do anything almost. It's really, really powerful. And as I said, you can redistribute the points for stats into more physique if you want to be that much more tankier, if you want to be over the 10k mark. You don't necessarily have to have the same rings. You can go for Life Giver Signets, which will give you a lot of health as well. Perfect. See? So yes, the build is a bit gear dependent, but it is really good. I highly recommend trying it out. I don't think you will regret it. It's pretty good for hardcore as well, but I would obviously change up certain skills so you wouldn't die, because it is softcore, and so dying is not really an issue per se. Let's see. I mean, if I die right now, right here, it wouldn't really make a difference to me. But in hardcore, I mean, all your hard work, you don't want it to go all to waste, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. This is the build. Hope you enjoyed it. The link will be in the description for point distribution as well. Again, this is Unretired. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.